Hello and welcome to episode 4 of the Pokemon HeartGold Randomizer Nuzlocke. We have a lot to get to today, so let's start with a team recap really quickly. We have Leafeon with Clear Body and it has Tail Whip, Tackle, Razor Leaf, and Sand Attack. We have Flaffy with Aftermath with Tackle, Growl, Thunder Shock, and Thunder Wave. Nidoqueen with Plus and it has Scratch, Tail Whip, Double Kick, and Poison Sting. Remoraid with Suction Cups and a lot different move pool right now. Water Gun, Lock On, Psybeam, and Aurora Beam. We have Aggron with Own Tempo, Rocking Tackle, Metal Claw, Mud Slap, and Headbutt. And lastly, we have this egg right here, which I do have some very exciting news. It's really close to hatching, so we may see that hatch in this episode. But yeah, for today's episode, we have a lot going on. We have the slowpoke well, so we have an encounter in there. We have to challenge the gym. We can also get this encounter to the left with the forest real quick, which would probably be smart to do before we take on a bunch of trainers. But yeah, this is going to be an action-packed episode with a lot of different content for you guys to see. And yeah, if you're enjoying it, make sure to give the video a thumbs up. And here's our encounter. A Prinplup is a really good encounter. I love that. Empoleon's one of my favorite Pokemon ever. We do already have Remoraid, but I feel like Prinplup is a much better option for us at this point. Make sure we don't accidentally kill it. Yeah, it's looking good. Let's go into something, see if we have anything weaker. Maybe just like a resisted water move, just so we can trickle it down and get it into the red. I actually didn't check if I have Pokeballs. I probably should have done that before I started. But yeah. Lets you speed up a little bit, get it down just a little bit. It's a good thing. I did not expect Water Gun to do that much. And yeah, now it's time just to toss some Pokeballs. Oh, let's do the smart thing real quick. We do have Thunder Wave with Flaffy now, so we could use that, get some status up, and we should be able to catch this if all goes to plan. Don't accidentally misclick. I've done that twice already. Let's see how many balls we have. 11 Pokeballs, so we should be good to catch this. Start tossing some Pokeballs. Yeah, this series has been a lot of fun so far. Thanks for all the support on it. And yeah, I've just had a lot of fun doing this, and hopefully we can make it all the way. I know it's might be a little bit premature to say only on episode 4, but things are looking good. And when fully evolved, our team looks amazing. Empoleon would be a huge get for our team. Not seeing too much luck right now. Hopefully that changes in just a moment. And it's not going to, but gotta keep going. Keep tossing some Pokeballs. Not even one jiggle is crazy. In the red and paralyzed. 1, 2, 3, and there we go. Got another great Pokemon and caught our first encounter for today's episode of Prinplup. And as always, you guys know the drill. We're going to go with a fast food theme for each Pokemon. Blue Pokemon. Any blue restaurants. Only one I can think off the top of my head right now is Culver's. Great place. And it makes sense for the blue theme. Gotta find that apostrophe right there. There we go. And it's going to the box. We're probably going to go... Let's see, it was level 6. We'll probably have to wait on that because everyone is at least level 14. I did some off-camera leveling up. So the level cap for this gym is 17. So I had to make sure everyone was at or below 17. And had to take in consideration that we're not going just straight to the gym. And here we go, here's our egg. So we get another Pokemon, add to our team. It could be anything, and hopefully it's amazing. And it's another Nidoqueen. I don't know what the chances of that happening are. The only good thing is that if we ever do lose Nidoqueen, we have a backup right away. So I'm actually just going to give it the exact... We'll give it Dairy Queen Part 2. You know, just in case things go wrong. Let's see. We may run out of space. Find the lowercase. Man, I'm not used to this old textile boxes. We'll do one less E and put a 2 on the end. Dairy Queen 2. There we go. Another Nidoqueen. It should have the same ability. But yeah, let's look at the box real quick and see what ability Prinplup has. And double check that Nidoqueen is the same ability. Open up the PC. go to move some Pokemon. Alright, let's see. Went in the... Actually, where... Oh, it's in our party. Okay. We got our party Pokemon. I guess we will move this Nidoqueen. Yep, it does have plus. We will put it in box 1. And we'll switch it out with Prinplup, just because I don't need 2 Nidoqueens right now. And let's see what ability Prinplup has. Hopefully get something really cool. Alright, we have Quick Feet, boost speed if there's a status problem. So that could be good. Not a terrible ability. Also not amazing. Yeah, it's only level 6, so we're going to refrain from using it, and hopefully we don't have to use it at all this episode. Let's see, who do we have as our lead? Okay, we got Leafeon at 15, so as long as we stay below 7, or at or below 17, we'll be good. We'll stick with Leafeon right now. We have to do the Slowpoke well first, because there's Team Rocket blocking the entrance to the gym. We should be able to get an encounter inside of here after we talk to this guy real quick. Okay, so just telling us that the guard is somewhere down here. Let's see if we can get an encounter right around, running around him. Maybe we have to go to the next entrance. Here we go. We're in Slowpoke well now. Let's get an encounter before we talk to that guy. And it's going to be a Kingler. So another water type, so honestly not the greatest encounter. But it will always be good to have a backup water type in case we do lose Prinplup or our Remoraid. Razor Leaf will probably kill, we'll just go for a tackle. We are 8 levels above, so we do have to be careful not to kill any of our encounters. And we also gotta watch out for crits. Speaking of crits, there's one right now. See if we can get this in the red with this hit, and we do. And we'll swap out to Flaffy for the Thunder Wave. And I didn't realize how crucial Thunder Wave was going to be for the series. It's kind of overlooked when you have status in games like this, because of how much it can really help you catch a Pokemon. Go for Thunder Wave. Get that off, it landed. And we are down to 5 Pokeballs, but we do have some extra ones, couple Premier Balls. Let's see if we can catch this Kingler. And looking good, took only 1 Pokeball, was able to save some more money there, which is always great. We got another team member. I don't think we have a Red Lobster yet. I know this is a crab, but Red Lobster seems a very adjacent, good nickname for this Pokemon. So we'll go with Red Lobster once I can find the letter R. I'm not used to keyboards that look like this, as you can tell from all the mistakes I'm making. I'm also keep pressing the wrong button. There we go. I'm used to the keyboard you see on computers and iPhones, of course, because we usually don't have them in alphabetical order like this. Thankfully, Red Lobster does just barely fit. Can't do a space, but that's okay. And I'm actually going to heal up real quick at Pokemon Center. We are getting a call, but I'm going to ignore that because I really don't care about talking to Anthony right now. Sorry if that sounds mean, but I just really don't. I'd much rather see the ability of the Pokemon we just caught, because maybe it does have a broken ability and we can add it to our team. If not, we're going to stick with Prinplup because its ability will change when it evolves into Empoleon. But I will level up Prinplup off camera, just because we don't have the experience share now and it would take a lot of switch grinding to do that. It's not something I really want to do in the middle of an episode. So going back to move Pokemon, and let's see what it's... Oh, it has Insomnia. Prevents the Pokemon from falling asleep. Not too shabby. Hypnosis usually has a difficult chance of landing anyway, so it's not amazing, but it could come in clutch when we least expect it. Yeah, we're going to keep him in the party for now. It may be a better option than Prinplup until we have an Empoleon. But for now, we'll stick with Empoleon in the party. Might be the wrong decision, but I just hope we don't have to use that 6th Pokemon and we can just... Actually didn't heal at all, did I? Alright, we're only 8 HP bars down. Why'd I say bars? We're only 8 health points down. We should be fine. And that's probably going to be a famous last words when I say that and we lose Leafeon on this battle. Yeah, first Team Rocket battle of the entire series. Let's see what he's rocking with. Alright, Hitmontop. We do need a flying type at some point. That would be nice to have a type advantage against fighting types. Purplup should learn Peck at some point, so we should be fine with that. I'll refrain from speed up right now just so I don't make any mistakes, because that is bound to happen at some point in the series. I've already made a couple of them so far. We have lost one Pokemon if you didn't see that already. Right, first Pokemon down, a Dragonair. We do have Remoraid, which does have Aurora Beam, so it should be super effective against Dragonair. We'll switch out on over to Long John the Remoraid, get that type advantage, and hopefully Dragonair doesn't have D-Rage right now. That would honestly be really scary. Let's see, Nidoqueen would live. Should I play it safe and go to Nidoqueen in case it does have D-Rage? Or Aggron? Let's switch into Aggron, just in case it does have D-Rage. Thankfully I just thought about that. Not sure if it does, I'm not going to look it up because I feel like that'd be cheating right now. It is only going for Wrap right now, so it might not have it. We are in the Wrap. Go for Headbutt. Do some decent damage, and by decent, almost taking out the Pokemon entirely. Yeah, that's another thing we have to look out for early on in the game is moves like Dragon Rage that, you know, they're always going to do 40 HP. And if it did go for it, Remoraid would have been gone there. Dragonite is down. First Team Rocket Grunt is defeated. Scribe Stacy, they all do have random names, in case you're wondering why it says that. Alright, we got one more. How we looking with HP? Anything we need to change? I think we're good for now. Keep going, moving forward. Let's see what this random item is going to be. A Hyper Potion. Honestly, not too bad. It'll save us some money down the road. Fight the next Team Rocket Grunt, and then depending on how this battle goes, we might head back to the Pokemon Center and heal up. Because it looks like there is one more trainer battle before we get to the actual boss for this part of the game. Yeah, this is going to be a lot of fun for this episode. Infernape is very scary. I'm definitely going to switch out right now. We'll go into Remoraid. Even though I don't feel great about it. Kind of want to stay away from our higher level Pokemon. We are 5 levels above. But for this episode, we'll see how we're looking time-wise. We're going to do all the Team Rocket battles for Slowpoke well. We're also going to challenge the gym, and I know we have the forest to the west of us that we could go in as well, but depending on how time's looking, we may not get to that. We might. Don't really know yet. We'll see how we're doing on time. Water Gun, there should be hopefully 2 or 3 hits. Okay, so it's only 2 hits to take it out. We should be good here. It's just going for Scratch. Do a little bit of speed up. And Infernape lost to a Remoraid. Matang, we don't have Fire. Should do Double Kick or Low Kick, whichever one it is. Go, Matang, only level 11. I was thinking this was super effective. I've done that a lot lately this series. I was just thinking, oh, it's Steel. It's gonna be super effective. Does get Confusion off, but it barely does anything. Let's just spam Double Kick. We should be fine here. Magnet Rise. Haven't seen that move in quite a bit of time. We are close to level 17, so that is a bit scary. Let's go back and heal up just to play it safe. Luciana could have been our encounter. I'm glad we didn't get that, even though it is a cute Pokemon. I'd much rather have... What do we get? A Prinplup or a Kingler? One of those two. Head on up these stairs. Or ladder, my bad. Go back to the Pokemon Center. And heal up real quick, and then we'll go back down and fight the last Grunt. And then depending on how that battle goes, we may have to heal one more time before we fight the boss. I know it might be a little bit annoying having to run all the way back here. Unfortunately, there isn't a Pokevile in this game like there is in Radical Red or other ROM hacks like that. We are just playing a traditional Pokemon Heart Gold Let's Play, so, you know, don't have those sort of things in these types of games. I wish Pokemon would do something like that. They did do the, you know, having it where you can access your Pokemon box from anywhere, which is nice. Makes things a lot more convenient. Yeah, I understand it. It does take away from having an actual Pokemon Center. But, I don't know. I feel like it's more convenient just to be able to heal right from, you know, wherever you are. So it does take away a little bit from, like, healing items with potions, super potions, and all that stuff. Yeah. Bagon, not too bad. Another potential Dragon Rage candidate, as is any Dragon-type Pokemon. We'll see how much Razor Leaf does here. We are pretty high level in comparison to other Pokemon, even with the resist, and thankfully it was a crit, as many Razor Leaf moves often are. Get some decent experience there. I'm just going to stay in and do Razor Leaf again, even though we do have a fighting type move on a different Pokemon. I'd rather get the experience for Leafeon right now, and somehow we miss a Razor Leaf. I didn't even know that move could miss, you know, because it's a high crit move, as we just saw. Quick attacks, Razor Leaf, great move, does a lot of damage, and takes out the Furret. And speaking of Prinplup from just a few moments ago, here's another Prinplup. Must have caught at the forest as well. And there's our clear body coming in clutch already. Maybe it's not clutch, you know, we're not really in danger of losing this match at all. But it could definitely come in clutch later on if we do make it into some more high intense battles. If it does seem like we have a lot of levels right now, because we're just about to make it to the gym, and the gym, actually the ace is level 17, so it is higher than all of the Pokemon we have right now. Since Leafeon, you know, we'll keep it in front, just because I like using Leafeon right now. It's cute little slowpokes. Speed up real quick. Ambipom. Never used an Ambipom before. Slowpoke with its tail cut off, that's kind of sad. It has mail. Let's read it. Read the mail. Be good and look after the house with Grandpa and Slowpoke. Love, Dad. Very sweet mail from Dad. Lots of encounters. There's our Kingler we caught. I believe this guy wants to battle. Let's see here. He should be like the boss type person that wants to battle you from here, and he does. Alright. See how many Pokemon he's got. Only 2. Preschooler Donna. And we see another Eevee evolution here. And we're going to prove that we're the better Eevee evolution out of the 2 from right now with a quick Razor Leaf. That might be enough just to kill. Almost did. Alright, just tackle. These battles are pretty easy right now. Gonna get a little bit more difficult once we fight the gym leader. Electabuzz. We'll switch into Taco Bell the Aggron. Level 12, do see a little bit of a level hike right now. And Headbutt's been very good for us so far. Great move for Aggron to have right now, because just as we just saw, I was just about to say it, we can get a flinch. It worked out beautifully there, even though Electabuzz probably wasn't going to do all too much to us anyway. But that flinch can come in clutch, just like the clear body we just saw not too long ago. For whatever move Prinplup did use, it prevented our stat from being changed from whatever it was about to do to us. Alright. All that good old Team Rocket, they're going to take over the world, do all this stuff. Who really cares? We're going to speed up. Got to get out of this place. Let's see, does this guy give us any items? I know he's big on doing a lot of things with different Pokeballs. Oh, there we go. Yeah, sure, we'll just give him this one. See what he does with it. It's gonna take him a day. Want to give us Grandpa's number. Alright. Gonna heal up, and then we're gonna go to the gym. Let's see if this fisherman guy has anything for us. I don't know if he gives us a rod. We might have already gotten it in the last episode if he does. Oh, he's just talking about the PC. Okay, nothing exciting there. Before we enter the gym, I'm going to look at my team real quick to see who we want to lead with. Because we do have to start being a little bit more careful. We got 16, 16, 16, 15, 14, and 6, so definitely not Prinplup. I forgot Leafeon does have Miracle Seed, so that could be really huge. Or why am I saying that? It is huge because it's going to make our grass move stronger. I'm going to misspeak a lot as well when I'm talking a bunch like this, so sorry about that. Yeah, let's just lead with Leafeon. I like it so far. If we do run into a fire or flying type or ice type or anything like that, we will switch out. I forgot about this gym. Fun little design. Alright. I'm actually just going to try to skip some trainers if possible, like that guy to the right. So we could probably use money at some point. So far we're doing okay. Because if you remember from episode 2, I decided not to skip a trainer after some deliberation, and that ended up costing me my Minun. So I'd like to not do that again. And wow, these trainers are weak to start. So we're going to speed up here. Try to stay below level 17, so we will switch out. If you're wondering what happens if I do go above the level cap, I will just not use that Pokemon, so it's some form of punishment for me not being able to abide by my own rules. Slowbro, water type. Flaffy makes sense for this. Slowbro is kind of scary. Could have... It has Voltazorb. Oh my. Okay. That's our very first... That could have been very dangerous. Voltazorb was not expecting that at all. So, yeah, I would go into Leafeon. I'm just scared to level up. Are we close to leveling up? 750? I don't know. That's too close for comfort. I don't know if it has water type moves right now. Kind of scared to switch into Aggron or Leafeon. He has nothing that really, or she has nothing, my bad, that could really do anything to Slowbro. Tackle's gonna do nothing. Yeah, this is actually a problem. I know Leafeon is the easy solution here. I just wanted to be able to use it. We are a few levels above. Let's just switch into Nidoqueen. See what kind of moves. Yawn, okay, we're fine for now. I'm not sure actually which move does the most damage. Let's go for double kick. Oh, that does nothing. We're asleep now. Let's see if it does have a water type move. If it doesn't, okay, it does. Alright, so this is a little bit of a predicament. We're actually just going to go for Tail Whip and swap into something else. And no, we're not going to do that anymore. Okay, we're just going to play it safe. We're going to go in Leafeon, not worry about the experience. If I do level up, it's not the end of the world. The experience should be split up between all the Pokemon I swapped in. Ridgeleaf should be super effective if I'm not mistaken. See how much this does. Slowbro is so bulky. It's insane. Hopefully we don't level up here. Guess I could do one more switch. Is that going to make the experience be even less? Well, anyway, Remoraid could use the experience. We'll swap one more time. Try to make some smart decisions here. Might actually be some dumb decisions in hindsight, but we'll see. He hasn't really shown anything that could do all too much to Remoraid. And there we go. 105, 105, level 16. So it's all at 105, so it does split it evenly amongst all the Pokemon. Okay, how are we looking with healing? Nidoqueen, we are going to have to go back and heal. I'm not going to take that risk right now. Like we might have one or two more trainers before we actually get to the gym leader. Speed up a bit. I do like this gym. Always fun when gyms have a cool identity to them. Heal up real quick, play it as safe as possible as we can, so that we can hopefully get our second gym badge. And the goal is, in case you have missed any or all episodes, the goal is to make it through all 16 badges, so both Kanto and Johto. We're starting with Johto in HeartGold like you always do, and we'll make our way to Kanto after we get the first 8 badges and hopefully beat the Elite Four. What's this do? Just remove it. If we go up, it's going to put us at a trainer. If we don't, we should just go in the middle here. Or I completely did not see that correctly. Well, anyway, we have to do the lever anyway, so it's fine. Is this actually a double battle? Alright, I might have made a mistake. I don't know who my second Pokemon in my party is. I didn't know there was double battles in this gym. Mistake on my part. Thankfully only 2 Pokemon. Both level 10 and 2 very weak Pokemon, so we should be fine. I do need to swap out Leafeon. I don't want it getting too much experience. Remoraid should be fine to take out the Hippopotas, and then we'll just use Thundershock on the Burmy. Speed up a little bit. I don't think this battle is too much of a threat. Water Gun on Hippopotas and Thundershock on Burmy. We should be good to go here. It's not going to do anything. We shouldn't need it anyway, but we'll just use Tackle in case we do. And we're all good. 320 Poké Dollars. Let's flip the switch. Go back on the spider. Alright. Do we need to flip this? Yes, we do. We can go back. And now we're at the gym leader. Let's see how we're doing in terms of healing. Remoraid's the only one. We're down 8 with Flaffy and about 9 with Remoraid. Do we have any healing items? We have 1 Hyper Potion. Alright. You know what, we're just going to wing it and hope for the best. All levels have been fairly low to begin with. We're going to stick with Leafeon out front because I like that lead. And yeah, so everyone's at or below 17. Let's go ahead and fight the gym leader. Alright, bug type gym leader, he's a complete liar because this is randomized and he doesn't have, well, he might have a bug type, but he certainly won't feature only bug type Pokemon unless the randomizer is crazy. Lava, I should have led with a different Pokemon. And we're immediately starting with level 17. Fire type is a bit scary. Steel Rock, don't want to do that. I guess Long John would have been good to have healed up. We'll switch into him anyway. I really don't see myself needing this Pokemon for much longer. Ember shouldn't... Oh wow, still does 12 damage. I should have gotten a potion. That does 12 and it's resisted. We should be fine to at least get 1 water gun off. Quick attack, that actually might hurt. Alright, let's see how much water gun does. I don't really want to use a hyper... Okay. Remoraid is... It's not a good Pokemon. We're being honest here. With quick attack, it has Ember. We're just going to go into Nidoqueen. Dairy Queen, the Nidoqueen. Should be saying their nicknames a lot more often than I am. Quick attack and Ember really shouldn't do all too much. I should know which move is the strongest between these 3, but I don't. Let's see if we can get a poison. Get to poison it. We don't. Accuracy falling. Not the worst thing in the world. Speed up a little bit. It has a citrus berry. Now I'm just going to click on all 3 moves because I don't know which one does the most. It looks like it's double kick. Okay. We should be fine here if we don't miss. That's a big if. Okay, so he's going to heal anyway. So I might have to use that Hyper Potion, honestly. I know this is not a great use of a Hyper Potion, but feels like we have to do that right now. And we're just going to spam double kick. And hopefully we don't keep missing like we have before. With all those smoke screens, it is a little bit scary that we're going to have to swap out. But if it wants to do this and not actually attack us, that would be fine. Though it is attacking now, so that is a bit scary. And we're missing completely. We can get 1 more off. Alright, now we gotta switch. Alright, so now things are getting a little bit tricky. We'll go into Flaffy and use Thundershock. Hopefully that takes it out. I don't think it will. So that does 12 and he gets the burn. Alright, terrible luck. I should not have gone straight into this. I should have. Okay, we got the crit here. I don't know if that mattered or not. Good thing is we still have Aggron at full health, but the bad thing is we have absolutely no healing items. And I'm going to hold off on the speed up for right now because we're actually very in danger of losing somebody in this battle. The Brava. And we need a fire type bad. Is Vibrava part ground? I don't know. I'm so bad with remembering Pokemon types. We'll go with Razor Leaf, see how much that does. The good thing is the level 17 is gone. And Leafeon is insanely good when it's able to actually fight a Pokemon that isn't super effective against it. Case in point, we take out Vibrava with 2 hits. So we're down to the last Pokemon for Bugsy, and hopefully it is nothing too strong. This is Bugsy, right? Ooh, Torterra. That's kind of scary. Unironically, Remoraid would have been great with Aurora Beam for this. So we'll stay in with Leafeon, see how much a Razor Leaf does. And then if it's not great, we'll debate switching into Aggron. See how much this does. Maybe we can get a crit. It's neutral. A crit would be great. Withdraw. Defense rising, that is a bit scary. But if we get a crit, it won't matter all too much. Torterra has a Razor Leaf of its own, but that's not going to do anything against Leafeon. Leafeon was such a huge encounter. I think it might have been the episode before the last one. Such a huge encounter, we probably lose at least one team member in this battle alone if we didn't have Leafeon. This is huge. I know it seemed like we were over leveled to start with, but now you can kind of see with the ace being 17 and Pokemon like Torterra being level 15, we weren't over leveled actually. We're actually, could make a case we should be at a level or 2 above the level cap, but they're trying to make things more difficult and be at or below. And there we go. Took out Torterra with Razor Leaf, and we take down the gym leader and get our second badge of the series. In case you're wondering, it's fine that we're level 18 now because we did enter the battle with it at 17. Got a bunch of experience for that and 1,800 Poké Dollars. We'll have to go back to Mom and get some money as well, just because we need all the money we can get right now. We got the Hive badge, and I'm gonna have to see how we're doing on time real quick. Let's see, we're at 30 minutes. We can keep going. I feel like 30 is probably, since we just hit 30, it's a little bit too short. So we'll make our way to the forest as well. So it's a lot going on in this episode. And yeah, it's been great so far. No failed encounters. I forgot to hit the switch. I'm stupid. I didn't see that there right next to him. Thankfully, I'm not stuck on this gym. I know the only gym I can remember actually being stuck on was the one on Diamond and Pearl. Whatever the name of the ice type. I think it was Candace. Ice type gym leader. I kind of got stuck on that one, not gonna lie, a few times. With all the snowballs and, you know, you had to slide across the gym. Now let's go heal up real quick. And reevaluate everything. See if there's anything we should buy at the Pokemart before we move on to the next area, which I do believe is the forest to the west of us. Heal up real quick. And yeah, I know Prinplup is level 6 right now, and it would make sense to try to get it up. But for the whole series, what I'm going to do is when we catch a low level Pokemon like that, I'll just level it up off camera so you guys don't have to watch me just fight a bunch of Pokemon for no reason. And we are getting stopped, and we do have hopefully it's not a rival battle. Alright, it is a rival battle. I was not expecting this. I completely forgot about this. Yeah, this is kind of scary. Don't know how many Pokemon he has. He has 3. I just noticed the nickname, Flareon. Not great for our Leafeon. Bunch of chances are that we see another EV evolution again. Let's see if Remoraid can handle this one. I'm gonna be honest, I'm not too careful about sending out Remoraid just because I don't really care about this Pokemon all too much. Having 2 water types in the back that are much better than Remoraid, honestly. I mean, Octillery is fine. It's just there's a lot better water Pokemon. As you can see, Water Gun barely does anything. Beat up a little bit through stat drops like that. Water Gun, maybe we can get a crit. We don't. Hopefully Flareon doesn't have anything too scary. Looks like it's mostly sand attacks, and I know I've spoken bad about Remoraid, but it does get a huge first Pokemon to take out. Bellsprout, I love Bellsprout. Not the greatest Pokemon. We really need something for grass Pokemon, because I don't trust leaving Remoraid in against what am I forgetting? Against a grass type. Just because grass is super effective against water, even though we do have the ice type. So let's be honest, Remoraid's probably worse than most grass types. Though you can make a case Bellsprout isn't very good. Level 16 is very scary. Sleep Powder, it does miss. And I know we were just talking about Leafeon being a huge encounter, but Aggron might have been an even better encounter, honestly. Get the headbutt for flinches. And it's just a strong Pokemon. Sharpedo, so Rival does carry its starter throughout the game, which is great. I was worried I might mess that up in the randomizer. Let's go out to Flaffy, get that electric type advantage. Sharpedo level 18, that is pretty scary. Alright, Thundershock. I don't remember how much or how long the forest takes in this game. So I wonder if we should do that now, if we should save that for the next episode. We have already had a gym and a slowpoke well. But I feel like longer episodes, people usually like those a lot more, you know, a lot more content. And so far this series has been uploaded almost every single day, and that's the plan, is to do it daily, or if not, every other day. If I'm not able to do it someday for some reason, if something happens I can't. I did have one day where I did miss an upload. I'm sorry about that being later. And yeah, pretty straightforward, easy battle right there. McDonald's gets 675 experience points. Level 17. A lot of experience. Should get a lot of money as well. 1152, okay, not as much as I thought. Alright. One of your typical cases of your rival not caring about the Pokemon, just caring about strength. Now let's see how we're working with time here. We are at 37 minutes. Let's keep going. We'll go through the forest and see how we're looking with time. And if we get through the whole forest, might wrap it up there, because we are getting close to 40 minutes and upwards of an hour. I think it would be fun to have an episode close or above an hour. Hour power, as I like to call it, as many YouTubers have said before, and I always kind of stuck with me. Mostly Shady Penguin, I remember saying hour power a lot. You guys have watched Shady. Kind of my inspiration for doing Let's Plays, because I just missed them. Okay, so we healed, got some healing from the Pokemon Center. That guy won't move out of the way. See how much money we're working with. Let's see here. $6,000. Okay, so we do need some Pokeballs. We can't buy Great Balls yet, so we will go with 10 Pokeballs. We do already have 4 in the bag. So we get the Premier Ball as the bonus, so make sure to buy those in increments of 10. Super Potion might be good. Let's see how many we can buy. We can only buy 5. We'll just buy a couple Super Potions. I feel like that's worth the investment now. And the thing I do have to remember is that we do have more money than our balance shows. Alright, let's go on to the forest. A lot of content in this episode. We already did check all these houses. There's nothing too exciting for us from any of these. And just a quick reminder, we did get our encounter in the forest already. According to this guy, the forest is big, so maybe this will take a while. The forest is being watched by a protector. Alright. Maybe we'll see what the levels are of the trainers here to know if we're doing okay. And, well, this isn't our encounter, but we are finding a legendary. A Rayquaza. I would have loved Rayquaza. And yeah, that would have been an amazing encounter, but to be honest, I don't know if we would have caught that. Does this guy want to fight? He just wants to talk to us. Oh, this is the far-fetched part. Okay. I remember always having an issue with this as a kid. Hopefully I don't now. I just remember you kind of follow him and try to catch the far-fetch. Or like back it down in a corner or something on that. Maldo. Some fossil Pokemon. Alright. Yep, there's the Farfetch up above with its sprite. Ooh, I love Machamp. Champ would have been great. Yep, so the noise should make it go in the direction that you step on. So he's pointing down because we hit the branch down below. Is this really all we do? Is it gonna run away? Okay. I thought that was a lot harder as a kid. I didn't realize it was that easy. Okay, there's another one. Maybe it's that one. I'll say I don't remember it being that easy. I know this is a game that, you know, probably made for kids. But, you know, a zoom lens. Let's see. Anything use of us right now? Zoom lens. Accuracy will be boosted. Well, we might as well give it to somebody. Let's see. Nobody really has that low of accuracy moves. We'll just give it to Aggron for Headbutt. So I don't know what the accuracy on that move actually even is. See, does it tell you? It's 100. Okay, Mud Slap is 95, 100. Alright, we'll figure it out later. I'll figure out how to put it on. I know it doesn't make sense right now. I was thinking Headbutt wasn't 100 accuracy. Okay, so he's there. If we can get him to the... Do we have to be actually like right behind it? So he'll run away, right? If we get too close? Because we're not actually behind it? Okay. This may take me a few moments. Hopefully I'm not stupid and can get this right. There's the another dramatic Rayquaza encounter. Let's see how much experience we actually get from this. Might be good for training. 188, okay, it's not all too much. He's facing that way, but we still need to get him to move to a place where he's not in a corner, you know? I don't remember which part that is. He's gonna be in the corner there. We need to get him out of this corner. Okay, I'm back. I wanted to make sure you guys didn't have to sit there and watch me do that in case it did take some time. We did just have to get him to face the other direction. Get our encounter real quick. It's one of the few times I will cut in a series. Just so you guys don't have to watch me do something like this if it does take me more than like a minute to figure out. I'm gonna be honest, we're not gonna talk about how long that cut was. Let's just say I may have been overlooking something the whole time. We'll just say it only took me like 10 seconds, okay? So yeah, don't worry, nothing important happened during that cut. There's no battles or anything crazy happening. That was just strictly to figure out that puzzle. What did you just give us? I wasn't paying attention. Did he give us anything? Was it a team? Oh, was it cut? Or is it Dragon Pulse? It might have been Dragon Pulse. That's actually huge. Okay, we don't have any dragon types right now. Might eventually. Let's keep going through this forest. There hasn't been any trainers yet. I feel like there should be something hidden down here. Let's see if Headbutt does anything now. Nothing? Let's try it one more time. I don't remember the purpose of Headbutt in this game. I thought it was to find encounters. So far, it hasn't been doing anything. So, I'm gonna move on. Go up here. Speed up through these encounters. Oh man, I would have loved that. That's a dead end up there. Oh, we just have to use the cut. Okay. We might have to have an HM mon, because I really don't want to teach an HM to a Pokemon that we're going to use on our team. It's also kind of annoying to have HMs. Can Remoraid use it? I doubt a fish can use cut, but we'll see. Let's see who can use it. Okay, so just those three. I'm definitely not giving it to those two. I'd rather not give it to Empoleon, even though it's probably the front runner. We're going to see if Wobbuffet can learn cut, just because I'm never going to use Wobbuffet unless I absolutely have to. I wouldn't think it would be able to, but I don't really know. If it does, we'll cut and just deal with having Wobbuffet on the team for right now. Yeah, an extra long episode for today. Great, we haven't had one of those in a bit. Deposit Shrimplup. And let's withdraw. Well, Kingler should be able to learn cut. We'll do that because I don't really expect to use Kingler all too much either. But if Wobbuffet can learn it, we'll definitely use it on Wobbuffet. It cannot, so we'll grab the Kingler and put it on Kingler. If we're being honest, I would rather use the Empoleon instead of Kingler. Not like Kingler's a bad Pokemon or anything, just Empoleon's one of my favorites, and I always kind of have, you know, I have something for Empoleon just because it was one of my favorite Pokemon as a kid. It does learn cut, only had a few moves. We'll go use cut up here, try to get out of this forest, and then we'll be done with the episode once we do. I know there's a route immediately after that for another encounter, but we'll get that in the next episode if we have something right off the bat. Let's see. I remember there's this little building. Is there anything here? A shrine. Yeah, nothing like an encounter or anything. Let's see what this billboard says. It's just tips. Are there any trainers even in this forest? I haven't seen anybody. We have an item down below here. It's going to be a Master Ball. It's not going to be a Master Ball. It's going to be the, I'd say, exact opposite, but in terms of how bad it is, it's just a berry. I don't even know what that berry even does. I usually never use berries in playthroughs. I know berries can be good for a lot of reasons, but I usually don't concern myself with berries. There's the Giratina that I would have loved to have. So who knows if we would have even caught it. Can we get an encounter here? I know I keep using Headbutt, but I just don't know what all these gaps are for, honestly. This is the last one we'll do it for. If not, okay. Yeah, we'll just assume there's nothing here. Got an NPC we gotta talk to. See if there's anything worth seeing down here. Okay, we got this guy that's about to teach us about Headbutt. Okay, so he wants to teach us Headbutt. We already have that, so we don't need it. And I swear, Headbutt's supposed to do something. I don't know why it's not doing anything. We'll do this tree that he's doing, and it does nothing. So I don't know what the point of that is. Unless I'm going crazy, I thought Headbutt caused an encounter for Pokemon. But I guess I'm going crazy. Alright, we got the Kimono girl dancing around over here. She wants help getting out of the forest. Kind of like how you had that one, I think it was the gym leader in Diamond and Pearl, who wanted to get out of that forest right outside the old chateau. And she just left us, actually. I thought she was going to have us help her. Another item right here. A calcium. Pretty good. We already got a zinc, so we got a calcium. So many encounters. Can't get a repel soon enough. Should be... Is this just a Headbutt? Yeah. I was hoping there'd be a hidden item down there. Are we already done with the forest? Looks like it might be the end, and it is. But we got that. Look at Butterfree off there. Bye Butterfree is still one of the saddest Pokemon of all episodes of all time, if you know what I'm talking about. If you're not, it's from Season 1 of Pokemon, I believe, where Ash says goodbye to Butterfree. We got TM12. And guess what? It's not going to be Taunt. It's going to be something completely different. And it is... What's TM12? Dragon Claw. Wow, that's a great TM. If we ever get a Dragon type, we're looking good. This should be another route where we could get another encounter. It is, but I am going to save that for the next episode to start off with a bang. So thank you guys so much for watching. If you did enjoy, please make sure to give the video a thumbs up and answer the question of the day if you feel like it. As always, I'll see you guys in the next one.